everyone, Agent Fluffy here. So, I'm doing things a little bit differently. I'm going a little bit back to my own roots, back to the very beginning, excuse me, of my channel. Jesus, a burp. And we have a burp starting out. But anyway, in the beginning of my channel, it was a gaming channel of Let's Plays. So, for those of you that, pretty much was there from the very beginning of my channel, I'm putting up a bit of nostalgia for you. So, this game in particular is always cherished in my heart. And yes, I am doing a Let's Play of Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. So, basically, I hope you can hear me over the music. I gotta do like the BG like -1. Hopefully you can still hear it over like my own voice. But let's make sure, just let me make sure if the audio levels are okay, so you can hear my voice really easily over like the music and sound effects. But I think that'll be good. But yeah, I'm doing a Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm going to start with the first game. So, just to let you know, guys, before I start the first game, and I will be repeating this on the last case, Turnabout Goodbyes, I will not be playing the Rise of the Ashes case. The reason why I will not be doing Rise of the Ashes is for two reasons. One, because it is a very, 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 very long case. And two, I will have to look up a walkthrough of all of what's going to happen to make the story go forward, and I do not want to have to torture you guys. So I will not have, like, to put any torture on you guys. So if I'm on awkward being in commentary, I do apologize. That's kind of just how I am when it comes to Let's Plays, but... Well, anyway, let's stop dilly-dallying and let's play. Let's play the first episode, the first Turnabout. Yes. I will have voice acting. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Yeah, the killer is fucking obvious, of course. But yeah, that is the start of the first episode of the first game. So, yeah, like I said, it's basically my content was basically like fanfic readings, comic dubs, song covers, and occasionally audio drama and voice reels. But anyway, let's continue. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. And before I continue, I will be voice acting all the characters in this particular episode, because this case is actually very short and it's a tutorial case. So, I'll be using my own voice as Phoenix Wright. So, I'm focusing on the acting only, and pretty much like not game accuracy, if you get what I mean. I'm focusing on like my acting. So hopefully it gets across to you if I butcher any of the characters. But let's continue on. I don't want to dilly-dally you any further. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a... Can I say my lines, please? Okay. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Can I fucking say this? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. I will be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Hopefully you won't be seeing those pop-up notifications when I'm in the middle of playing. Hopefully that fixes the problem. If not, I will probably go BRB. But anyway, the guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just had terrible luck. Okay. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone. He is a good guy. Pfft. Can I fuck up lines any further? Okay. But I know better than anyone that he is a good guy at heart. That and I own one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 o'clock a.m., District Courtroom. District Court, Courtroom number 2. Let's do this.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state your name and the defendant in this case.
Larry Butz. Defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what is the victim's name?
Whew! I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct.
As you check in the court record and look at the profiles, Cindy Stone.
Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
The statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem! Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim has recently dumped you? Leading! Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it do you anyway? Mr. Butz, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you. It was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas, and one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! Often lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Well, passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived at home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering the question? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Boom! Exactly, it's irrelevant! Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? That's a leading question. Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. This is the reference I'm talking about. It wasn't the genie reference. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butz? Dude, chill! She wasn't home, man. So, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant flee the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Saw to the stand. Mr. Saw, you sell the fucking shit in the fucking crack balls. Okay. Mr. Saw, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sarge, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony, witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 o'clock p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the fuck? Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Oh, excuse me.
Aren't phones...
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saw used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove that he's not? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Examination, witness's account. I will be pressing all these statements. Isn't a man leaving the apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looks suspicious. So what happened next? Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd. In a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to only want to... Is it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
True words had never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
Why did pain cut him off so quickly?
So you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Are you sure she was dead?
Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and then there was blood everywhere.
I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Oh, excuse me. Very well. What happened next? So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Well, that sounds suspicious.
Yes, I mean, no, nothing.
My dude! Okay, what happened next? You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next?
The phone in her apartment wasn't working?
Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right.
You shifty ass motherfucker. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you?
That. I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
Why use a public phone?
Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer to nearby apartments.
Alright, what time did you call again?
I remember the time exactly. It was 1 o'clock p.m.
1 o'clock p.m., are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
He seems really confident. 1 o'clock p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Let's look in here. 1 o'clock p.m. Time exactly. It was 1 o'clock p.m. Yeah. Oh, shit. The evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. God damn it. Are you absolutely 100% positive?
Yes, it was him. No mistake about it. The witness says he's certain.
That's all of it. There must be a contradiction there somewhere. Examine the court record tab and something strikes you as being suspicious. Then find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to the court. Let's see. Inflamed department, blah blah blah. Let me look. Department wasn't working. It was... I presented this. Huh. Do I present this? Oh, yes! You found the body at 1 o'clock p.m. You sure?
Yes, it was 1 o'clock p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 o'clock p.m.
How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time!
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Wright, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 o'clock p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. And that's all you had to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait! I remember now!
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Would you care to give your testimony again?
When it's testimony, the time of discovery. I think I'm going to pause it. I think I'm going to end this as part 1 right here for the first episode. So yeah, this has been Agent Fluffy, and I will see you guys next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, episode 1 of the first game. So, see ya. Hey everyone, Agent Fluffy here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me even more, feel free to support my Patreon. The links are right here.